All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Titancraft server. I am Rogue Torso as always, and if you would like to join this fantastic community, I will leave a link down in the description to Tango Tech's Patreon, and you can read the instructions there on how to join this server. It's well worth it. So, wanted to start up here for a couple reasons. Number one, we finally got enough copper to finish the roof on our portal, so that is all done. It looks pretty nice too. It's all what do you call it, oxidized or whatever. That looks good. Number two, I migrated my Minecraft account to my Microsoft account, and I got this neat little cape for it. Never had a cape before. Really excited. Although I did something wrong and it cost me 2 days that I was locked out of my account. So a couple of recording days. One of the reasons I've taken so long to get here. The other being I've been really sick for the last week, and I was not going to get on because I did not sound good. But we're up here on top of the portal. We've done some work to our courtyard down here. You can see what we've done here. We still have to put the path all the way around, but we've went around and put pumpkins all the way around the side, lit this up. We did that. I think we've got it all done over here too. Yeah, we've done it all over here too. What we haven't done over there is we haven't put this pattern in. And I don't know if I'll put a different color over there or not. I'm not sure, but we've got dark gray and light gray concrete down there. We've got stone around the edge, and then of course the stone stairs, and then the stone slabs, or stone brick, I guess they are. You can see the carpets right there. We put lights underneath for lighting, so that's why it's lit up. And then also back here we've got a little wall design to cover up our little punch out or whatever. And eventually what we're doing up here, which I've already started, will work its way all the way over here and then all the way across. So yeah, that's what we got done on that. This is going to take a while, and then we'll put pillars along here. We got to figure something out on the sides, but we'll get all that done. We'll start with stuff we've done up here, and we've done quite a bit over the last 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't been able to record, but I have been able to do stuff. I believe the last time we had an episode, I was working down here, and we've done a couple things down here. We got this all done, so we've still got our zombie converter. We've got where we can get the different stands. We had actually let this run for a while and had way too many villagers piled up in here. I don't know if I showed this, but you can turn the farm off if you hit that piston right there. See if I can get up here. Maybe I can't. Anyway, there's a piece of glass right in front of that trapdoor. If you hit that lever over there, it pulls that back and the farm turns on. But right now it's off, and these villagers in the farm can't see these beds, so they won't breed. So pretty cool little feature. But we did that right here, and I can show you this above. There is a zombie right on top of this sandstone, and what we can do here is we can retract these pistons and lower our villagers down so that they can be converted, and then we can lower their prices again if they ever get expensive. Right now they've stayed pretty not expensive, pretty cheap actually, but we've got this all filled up. So yeah, you can see we could just, and he drops down, we can convert him and let him come back. We need to do that with a couple villagers actually, but so we're all done. We've got our farmers up here. We've got our clerics because we're getting all the rotten flesh from the gold farm. This is our armor section, so you know, respiration, depth strider, all the armor trades. And then you've got your weapon trades, so sharpness, sweeping edge, looting, knockback. I didn't put flame in here, or fire aspect. I don't usually like it. Now, that being said, I do have it on this one, and the reason being, we had a little end raid, and as soon as I went through the end gateway, I fell into the void. Not sure what happened there, just a glitch. There was nothing weird about the gateway or anything, just fell in. And I had wings on, but by the time I realized what was happening, it was too late, and I died and lost all my stuff. Luckily, there's someone in the shopping district that sells these above recovery kit. The above is a custom zone here on the server that has some challenging enemies and stuff, but that had all the weapons, tools, elytra, armor, everything. So I was able to get everything back real quick. 32 diamonds, but I got enough diamonds from the M raid to cover that. Over here, we've got our bow trades. So Infinity Punch 2, Flame, Power 5. I actually lost my bow somewhere and I just got it redone. So all that was with my own stuff. And then all the tool trades, which these are all really cheap. I think these are all 1 emerald with the exception of this one, which is expensive. And I may try and get a new guy for this one because he is really expensive. I can get all the rest for an emerald, and you can see I've got extras of everything. And that's the only one I don't have extras of. So, and then of course our toolsmith, armor, weaponsmith, and then our masons down here at the end. So that's all done, all stocked up. We've got a chest here. I've been keeping books, emeralds, things like that in, just to make sure that stuff's available. We put an anvil in here. We put a crafting bench, and then of course we've got our little grindstone here. That way, when I get tools from those guys, I can take the enchantments off and start over. So all done with that. I do feel like it still needs something along the walls here. We'll have to figure out what, but we'll go from there. I mentioned that I went on an end raid. I'll show you what we got from that. We got 32 diamonds, which are in here. So we're up to 34 blocks now. I threw some deep slate ore in here because I don't know that I want to break it. I might use it as a decoration somewhere. But anyway, we got that. We got these. So I've already enchanted these up, but I actually got 5 from the raid. I've given one of those away already, but we got 4 backups, which is cool. I don't usually have backups. And some other random stuff. You know, like I said, diamonds, gear, tools, things like that. So it was a pretty successful end raid. Oh, and then the thing I was actually most after, which is right here. I actually had a whole I had 2 stacks and like 2.5 stacks of shulker shells. I've already crafted some of those up to use them for other things. But I've got a bunch. Are they in here? What is this one? These are actually full of cobblestone. I've got a few others that are mixed in other areas that are full of things, but that's what I've been using those. But yeah, pretty successful end raid. I was pretty happy with it. What's next? All right, next we'll go down here. I think I showed off the area under here where I had built the replica geode as a storage area. I actually decided not to use that storage area because I thought it was too far and it wasn't accessible. But what I did is I went back, I re-examined it a little bit, and I've actually put in, if you look up here, I've put in auto storage. So let's go up here and look at this real quick. Probably recognize it. This is the Impulse SV design. People have been using it forever. We've got item filters up here, different items. But yeah, so and then we've got a water stream. There's an inlet there. There's another one from the gold farm that feeds in from down below. I don't remember where that comes in around here. But either way, items come in. There you just saw some, I don't know what that was. Looked like sugarcane maybe. Pop in. They go down. They turn the corner. They go all the way around the system and they just circulate. So they're either going to find a filter or eventually they'll despawn. But this has worked pretty well. Oh, I must have picked up some cactus. I don't need cactus. Go find a spot. So down here, and I don't have this marked very well yet, but we've got all the filters in. We've got all the hoppers in. We've got all the chests. But as you can see, we have slime balls. I don't even have a slime farm yet, but I do have a slime chunk. So we'll be building a slime farm in the near future, which is awesome. Whoops. In here, we've got kelp. So I'll show you the kelp farm here in a little bit, but all our dried kelp is coming in over here, so that's nice. And then we've been crafting it up into blocks, which is cool. We've got nothing in here, apparently. We should have... Yep, we got bamboo. This whole wall is bamboo. It comes in so fast that I wanted plenty of storage. I think all this is full. Yeah, so these bottom 3 chests are all full. I think this one's partially full. Nope, not. So we got plenty of bamboo. I might use this for fuel. That's why I'm going to let all those fill up. And I don't know that I'm going to store a bunch of bulk stuff down here, like a bunch of different items. So that's why I'm letting it go. We got sugar cane here, and it's now going down to the bottom. And then we should have cactus. Yep, that's starting to fill up. And then over here, I believe we've got gold. So this is all the gold from the gold farm right here. So I'll show you what we did there here shortly. And then there should be one for, yeah, rotten flesh. So we got plenty of rotten flesh coming in as well. So yeah, that's cool. The gold farm. So yeah, we need to do some work. I need to put this corner back in. This was going to be a water elevator, and then I decided that wasn't going to work very well. So I ended up with the one over here, which works great, I think. The one thing I need to do, we used to have an entrance right here. And this is how we came in. So we used to come down this scaffolding, then we'd come over here and there was a chest for our gold farm. We've changed that. Ah, there it is. I've been looking for that. Yeah, so here's a lot of the tools that we've got built up now. We've got plenty of spares, which is awesome. Can I switch this? We're gonna actually break this, and then we're gonna put this in here with the rest of the tools. And I don't need this down here anymore. I had that in here just in case. Anyway, so we're used to come into a chest, so we've still got all our hoppers just like we did have, but instead of coming into a chest, they're coming into one of these hopper spitter outer things. I don't know what you call them, dropper clocks. Anyway, comes in here. Anytime an item's in the dropper, it turns this on and it spits it out into a water stream. And like I say, this water stream goes down, turns the corner, ends up meeting up with the water stream that's on top of all the chest. So that works pretty well. But right now we're going to go back up and we're going to get out of here. So that's what we're doing down here. And as you can see, I've had a couple creepers blow up down here. So I need to fix the geode a little bit. We need to get some better lighting in here and get some lighting up top. We'll make some changes now that I know that we're going to use this. I kind of ignored it. Oops, that's not where I need to go. And I think it works really well. The way the water streams blended right into the side of our nether portal here. That was really cool. Pretty glad that that worked out the way it did. So there's that. And then the other two big additions to the base right here. These are both temples that I've put farming in. Obviously, I don't have them done yet. I really like this pillar design, and I like the jungle wood. I just am struggling trying to find something that goes with it. I got really frustrated. It took a long time to build this building. And you'll see why here in a minute. So this is a building full of farms, and I'll show this one first. This is a kelp farm down here, and it's actually kind of two kelp farms side by side, but hopefully nothing kills me down here. Yeah, it's not lit up down here. I need to do that. We go down here, you can see the kelp farm design. This is a Cubfan 135 design that I've used several times. There's actually two of them, so I can't go over to the other one right now. It's blocked off, but on the other side of that green wall right there is another one that looks just like this. But the way this works is pretty simple, and I'll link a video to the tutorial I used to make this. But basically, as the kelp grows up, it activates the observers, pistons fire, kelp floats to the top, gets pushed over into this middle water stream, ends up over here, and I'll show you where it goes when it gets down to the bottom. Like I said, just left that open. Do I have any torches? Let's light it up down here. I can't even see to get out of here half the time. So let's just throw some torches. That way I know nothing will spawn down here either. It's always good. Okay. So now that we've done that, I haven't come down here much since I built it, but I just wanted to show what it looks like underneath. So like I said, there's water streams on the top that all that kelp floats up into. The other thing, if I can get up here, and I'll explain this as we go. So there's two separate water streams. So all the kelp stuff, there's these water streams right here. There's a layer of glass under. The kelp farm is totally separated from this water stream. So these water streams are here to catch what gets made up in this area. Now on each end, on both sides, on each end, there is bamboo. The sides, as you can see, are sugarcane, and they work very similar to what the kelp farm does, except instead of items floating to the top, they fall into this water stream. Yes, I know it's not lossless the way it's designed, but there, you just saw it fire, and obviously you see that something gets caught right there. I'm not worried about that. I'm getting enough out of it. It doesn't matter to me. And then cactus, works on the principle. It grows and pops off because there's a block next to it. but it all falls into the same water stream. This tower doesn't need to be here anymore. I should have taken it out of here. When I first built this, I didn't know where I was going to collect everything, so I had it going up and over into those chests just to get it out of the way. Now that we've got it built, all this dumps into the bulk storage over there through a water stream. So I'll show you that as we go. Down here, so if we come down here, this is where things end up. So all the drops from the, well, there you see some bamboo, but sugarcane, bamboo, cactus all end up coming down this tube and falling down this hole. And at the bottom, there's a water stream, and that water stream goes over and then turns and goes over to the bulk storage system. So that little corner where items were dropping in and starting their little circuit around the filters, that's where that water stream ends up. The kelp will end up down in this little area, get collected by this hopper minecart. Once it's full, it'll start a circuit around these smokers. Yeah, okay, still got dried kelp in here, but yeah, it'll start a circuit around the smokers. It'll dump all its cargo. All of the kelp gets cooked, and once it's dried, it'll come out into these hoppers and end up in these two little droppers where we've got another little dropper spitter outer thing. This one's a double though, and that gets dumped into that same water stream that you saw the bamboo and stuff falling into, and all that ends up in bulk storage. And then this is our fuel line. I can just come in here, put kelp blocks in there, and away it goes. And it fills pretty quick, and it produces enough kelp to fill itself, which is good. I need to do some work under there. I need to probably dig it out, make it look better. I need to clean this up here. I told you I need to take this glass out. I need to put all this terracotta back in. I'll probably move these elevators up so I can just put a solid floor in here and use it. So a little bit of work to do in here, and obviously I don't have a roof on it. But so yeah, that's this building, and this has taken me quite a while to figure out how to get all the water streams and to get everything to fit. It does have the same dimensions as the other two temples, so I wanted to keep that part of it, but it took me a while to figure out how to get everything to fit in here, and it's pretty cramped. As you can see, I ended up with a one wide walkway. I did put two. The problem is I didn't want to put thick glass because I didn't know what it would do to the cactus, and I didn't want to if I put it with the panes, it gets caught on the edges. So I just did a one wide. I'm probably not going to come in here a whole lot, but I think it looks pretty cool the way it looks now. Once we get a roof and stuff on it, it should be cool. And then our last addition is over here. And it looks like I'm going to have guests for this little tour. Let's get rid of them real quick. Bye. Bye. Thank you. They can cause trouble. Right here. And I'm going to get my rockets and I'm going to fly up so you can see the top of this. Chop me. We'll go over what's in here in a second. This is a pumpkin farm. It's the same design I used last year that I took from somebody else, but another John P, the welder here on the server, I saw him using this. But basically you've got, I'll be back. Okay, before I was so interrupted, like I said, I took this design from John P, the welder here on the server. Basically it's based, you got an observer watching a pumpkin stem. When the pumpkin grows up, it's going to grow onto this block. The observer will see the change in state. It'll fire, which will put a redstone signal to this piston, which will fire the piston and push the pumpkin off into this water stream. This looks very complicated, and it kind of is, but the water streams come over, dump into there. If you look on the other side, there's a little more issues here. Basically, and we're going to lose it right there, but that's fine. They come down and they go into a hole underneath this block. And then they go down into the bottom, go down around some water streams, which I'll show in a little bit. They come back up this bubble elevator, into this hopper, and then they filter down through these chests. So these chests are connected through hoppers back and forth all the way to the bottom, and I'll show you where they dump out. The reason we do this is anytime there's an item in this chest, it's going to light this light so you can see where you're at for stock level. But like I say, down under here, all those items fall into this, they go around. There's one right there. It goes around the corner and you go back up into the water elevator. I had to do this because there was no way to get enough momentum to make sure that the pumpkins weren't going to sit on the ice without doing it under here. Maybe there was another way to do it. I couldn't think of one, so I just did it this way. But it worked. But, oh wow. I gotta plug that hole. Don't you love it when you're building a base and you've already got things you've experimented with? All right. And then once it goes through all the chests, it gets all the way to the bottom, goes through these hoppers, and ends up in this chest where you can reach in and grab it. And I've already been... Dirty sucker. I've got some of this lit up, but these things can see you from so far away. It's ridiculous. The only problem with this is I'm not going to get a light until that chest behind there fills up, which isn't going to happen until these 4 or 5 hoppers are all full and this chest. So I'll have a double chest full of pumpkins before I ever get this full, but that's okay. But we need this one to be able to pull them out when we need it. And we could just put a shulker here, which we might do later. But we're going to have another one over on the other side for melons. And we're going to build it the exact same way. It'll have a tower as well. So that'll be cool. And then the last thing I want to show, other than my prowess at killing zombies in full armor, jerks, is this. And this is something I've never had. This is a bee farm. And it's a combination bee farm, so it'll do honeycomb and honey, which that was really cool. This is a Cubfan 135 design, and I'll show you the inner workings of this. Each of these hives has 3 bees, so they can come in and out whenever they want. But the workings are back here, and I'll link a video to Cubfan's video where he explains this. But in essence, you've got a T flip-flop right here. So that stone shovel, when there's a pulse, gets shot either to this dropper or this, and then once it pulses again, it'll get put in this dropper. When it's down here, it will activate this dispenser, which has shears. So that's where the honeycombs come from. It'll activate this. When it's in this top one, it will activate this side of it, which activates that dispenser, and this dropper, which has bottles. So that's where the honey comes from. And then we have to push a minecart into the honeycomb because otherwise the honeycomb doesn't get collected. Sorry, into the beehive. But I've got 3 of these setups, and they're pretty good. I filled them all up with bottles, so they should be good for quite a while. What you see is all I've gotten out of here so far. So it's not the fastest farm in the world. The other thing is I don't load it all the time either. I probably need to AFK a little bit out here and see if I can get it jump started, but that's that. But that is the work we've been doing. Like I said, we lit up all this around here with pumpkins. I don't have the leaves on top of it yet, and we haven't put the paths in or any of the stairs and stuff, so we'll get that done for next episodes. But other than that, really happy with the progress we made. Oh boy. Well, that was fun. I'm kind of glad I flipped the camera view. All right, anyway, really happy with the progress we've made. There's one other thing that's happened in the last couple weeks that I really want to show you because I'm kind of proud of it, honestly. So I will go there. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is this, and this is the free rocket, I don't know, pavilion or store, what's it called? The free rocket shop. Basically, you can come in here, and anyone can that's on the server, 2 stacks per person every day, which I've been taking advantage of lately. Sadly, I didn't know this existed till a couple weeks ago. But the reason I bring it up is because lately the streamers here on Titancraft have really started to form a really cool community. And we've even got our own Discord channel now. And in case you're paying attention, we had a stream weekend about a month ago that was really awesome. We're doing it again this weekend. So the September 25th and 26th, this upcoming weekend, we will have 2 days of Titancraft stream day. So I am actually on the schedule for both days early in the morning. So I think I kick off at 7 o'clock on Saturday and I kick off at 9 o'clock on Sunday. But come on out if you haven't ever seen our stream day. It's very, very well worth it. So I wanted to go in here. So you saw the public rocket shop. This is where the farm for that is. And I bring that up because the streamers got together a couple weeks ago, and this was probably dug out. Let me see here. Maybe to this area. Everything from there over still needed dug out. Probably 4 or 5 chunks worth. So we got together and had a kind of a Titans helping Titans stream where we came in here and finished this off, and it was a lot of fun. You know, it was 4.5 hours of a night, but we had, you know, a dozen people or more over here, you know, just hanging out in voice chat, and it was really cool. And we got this perimeter done. So there'll probably be more of those coming up. So if you haven't went over to Twitch and followed me yet, please do, so you can get notified when we have those cool projects like that. But I just wanted to show that off because I got my name on the board for helping out. That's one of the things I wanted to get more involved in. Or let's just stay here. I wanted to get more involved in public projects this year, and that was one way I've done that. So, having shown that and talked about the streaming community a little bit, which is awesome. That's going to be, I think, about it for this episode. Like I said, it was very much an update episode. I haven't had a lot of time to record, and like I said, I was really sick for a week, and I just wanted to get this out there and show I'm not dead. I'm still working. Yeah, if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do that. And with that, Rogue Torso out.